Hello, my name is Benas. I'm from Lithuania, and I have a question for you. What is your name?
Thank you, Benas. My name is Jennifer Steil.
What are you doing for work?
I write books for a living, and my third book just was published this week. It's called Exile Music, and there it is. So that's mostly what I do, but I teach and I do some journalism and I do some editing. So a lot of things, but mostly writing books. So that's mostly what I do.
How you find time to do all these things?
Yeah, good question. Right now I have kind of more work than I can find time for, so it's hard. Often I get up really early in the morning to get some work done before Theodora's out of bed and before the household gets moving. So if I get up at 5, then I can write between 5 and 7. And then the rest of the day, if I get interrupted, at least I've gotten some work done.
Interesting. Do you have any hobbies, or is the time thing hurting like them?
Well, I do a lot of exercise, so I do a lot of hiking, bicycling, yoga, dance, any kind of movement I like. So other than that, I'm mostly writing or reading or working. So I don't have a lot of free time at the moment, but I do make sure that I move around every day because I go crazy if I have to sit still. So.
Earlier you mentioned that you are writing books. What kind of books are you writing?
Well, my first book was a memoir, which is a true story. And it's about the time that I was the editor-in-chief of a newspaper in Yemen. So the book was about what it was like working with my Yemeni reporters, what it was like living in Yemen, how I changed over that time. And my second book was a novel, so fiction, and it was kind of a thriller with a kidnapping involved. And then the book I have coming out right now, that just came out this week, is about Jewish refugees in Bolivia. So people who fled Hitler to live in Bolivia, and how they kind of rebuilt their whole lives in a completely new country.
Interesting.
Yeah.
For journalism, what kind of articles are you writing about?
At the moment, mostly I'm writing essays that are based on the experiences that I write about in my book. But in the past, I used to be a science reporter. I was a health and science reporter for about 6 years, covering everything to do with health and science. Theater, I wrote about travel. Before that, I worked for newspapers where I wrote about everything. So I wrote about crime and politics and education and all kinds of things. So.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you are a teacher?
Yes, I teach writing. So for the last few years, I was teaching writing at Bournemouth University in the UK. I'm now living in Uzbekistan, and when I'm there, I teach online. I teach with a creative writing school in the US. And in the fall, I'll be teaching a master's program in Philadelphia in the US. That will also be online, that class. So I can teach it whether I'm still here in London or if I'm in France or if I'm in Uzbekistan. We don't really know what's going to happen to us.
What kind of writing are you teaching about? I didn't exactly get it. Like writing books?
Yes, but also writing stories, writing essays, writing...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all kinds of writing. So if someone wants to write a memoir about their life or a specific part of their life, I help them figure out how to do that. But if they want to write a story, then I read their story, I edit their story, we talk about how it could be better. And the same for novelists.
Interesting. Thank you for coming here and letting me interview you. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Benas. I'm from Lithuania, and I have a question for you. What is your name?
Thank you, Benas. My name is Jennifer Steil.